In this video we are discussing root locus. So this question is we are given a unity feedback system with open loop transfer function g of s is equal to k upon s, s plus 1, s plus 2. We have to plot root locus. So we have 3 poles and we have no zeros. So the number of poles p is 3 and 0 is 0. So the number of branches will be equal to 3 because number of poles is greater than number of zeros. So number of branches will be equal to number of poles, which will be equal to 3. The number of asymptotes is equal to poles minus zeros. So the number of asymptotes is 3. The angle of asymptotes is given by 2 alpha plus 1 upon p minus z 180 degree, where value of alpha is from 0, 1 up to p minus z minus 1. So here alpha will be equal to 0, 1 and 2. So we can find the angle is 60 degree, 180 degree and 300 degree. Next, the centroid is given by the summation of real part of poles minus real part of zeros upon poles minus zeros. So here poles are at 0, minus 1, minus 2 and we don't have any zeros. So the centroid will be at the summation of these three values, so minus 3 upon 3, so it will be equal to minus 1. So the location of centroid is minus 1 and there are 3 asymptotes from centroid at 60 degree, 180 degree, 300 degree. So I have drawn the 3 asymptotes. These are at 60 degree, 300 degree and the third asymptote is at 180 degree. The centroid may or may not be part of root locus. So this we have to see as per question wise. Now we have to find the existence of root locus branches. For the existence of root locus branches, the sum of poles and zeros on must be an odd number on the right hand side. So if we see from this point, then there is one pole, so this is a valid part of root locus. But if we see from this point, then there are 2 poles on the right hand side, so this is not a part of root locus. If we see from this point, then there are 3 poles on the right hand side, so this is a valid part of root locus. So this root locus has 2 valid parts, this one and this one, because from this point there is only one pole on the right hand side and from this point there are 3 poles on the right hand side. So if the sum of poles and zeros must be an odd number on right hand side, so these are 2 valid root locus parts. Now we discuss the breakaway points and break-in points. Breakaway points exist between 2 adjacent poles, whereas break-in points exist between 2 adjacent zeros. But the condition is that it should be part of valid root locus. So these are the 2 adjacent poles and it is also a part of root locus. So there will be one breakaway point between this region. These are 2 adjacent poles, but these are not a valid part of root locus, so there will not be any valid breakaway point. For finding the value of breakaway point, we take 1 plus gh is equal to 0. So we have 1 plus k upon s, s square plus 3s plus 2 equal to 0. So the value of k we found as minus s cube plus 3s square plus 2s. Then we take the differentiation and we equate it to 0. So 3s square plus 6s plus 2 equal to 0. So the value of s will be minus 1 plus 1 by under root 3 and minus 1 by under root 3. So we have seen that minus 1 plus 1 by under root 3 is a valid breakaway point, whereas minus 1 by under root 3 is an invalid breakaway point. So this is a valid breakaway point, minus 1 plus 1 by under root 3, and this is an invalid breakaway point. So I have drawn the root locus. So first branch of the root locus start from this pole and it goes like this, from k equal to 0 to k equal to infinite, means at a virtual 0. And the second branch of root locus start from this pole and it goes like this and it goes away to k equal to infinite. So the third branch of root locus starts from this pole and it goes away. So the root locus starts from open loop poles and ends at open loop zeros. If we don't have zeros, then we can consider the zeros at infinity. So in this example we didn't had any zeros, so we considered 3 virtual zeros at infinity. So this is the 3 virtual zeros. First virtual zero is somewhere here, second virtual zero is somewhere here, and third virtual zero is somewhere here. So the root locus starts from open loop poles at k equal to 0 and ends at open loop zeros at k equal to infinite. So this is the first branch of root locus from here and goes there. Then the second branch from here goes there, and third branch is starts from this pole. So the following points we must remember: the root locus is always symmetrical about real axis. So the root locus will always be symmetrical about this real axis. The point where root locus cuts imaginary axis, the system there is marginal stable. So here the point root locus cuts the imaginary axis. So at this point the system is marginally stable. At this point the root locus cuts the imaginary axis, so it is marginally stable here. And after the marginal point, the system will be unstable because poles will be on the right hand side. So the root locus structure is made of closed loop poles. So we can see that from here, from this point, the closed loop poles will be on the right hand side, so the system will be unstable. From here the closed loop poles will be on the left hand side, so the system will be unstable. And this point is the marginal stability point where the root locus cuts the imaginary axis. So this is the area where the root locus will be unstable. Here the root locus will be stable, and this is the marginal stable. So and the breakaway point are the points where two branches meet and break away from real axis. So at this point this branch and this branch are meeting and they are breaking away from the real axis. So this branch goes this way and this branch goes this way. So the breakaway points are the points where the two branches of root locus meet and break away from real axis. If we have to find the value of this k marginal, then we can use by using RS table. So this way we have found the value of k marginal. So 1 plus gh of s equal to 0. So sq plus 3s square plus 2s plus k equal to 0. So using RS table, the value of k will be 6 from this condition for marginal stability. And the frequency of oscillation can be found from auxiliary equation. So this will be the auxiliary equation 3s square plus k equal to 0. So the value of s will be plus minus j under root 2. So this is the point of minus j under root 2 and this is the point of plus j under root 2. These are the two frequencies of oscillations. Thank you. Please leave comment in the comment box below, and please like, share and subscribe the channel.